Hello, my name is Kandra Witkowski, and I'm the Director of Business Development here at Scoop Soldiers. And you know, if you follow some of our content, one of the best parts of my job, the funnest part, is I get to host the Find Your Gold podcast, where we hope to inspire entrepreneurship. And today we are at Bella Gia, American Male, the Prom Shop, and we thought, well, I mean, I shop here regularly anyways, but we thought we would combine the Find Your Gold podcast with the American Male fireside chats and kind of do them both at the same time, multitasking. Stacy and I are, you know, we get shit done.
Yeah.
Stuff that gets done. So yeah, you know all about us. We're always looking to find our next pet waste millionaire. We love talking about dog poop, but I also love shopping. So I could not help but tell Stacy, hey, can I take up camp if I promise to buy a lot of stuff? She wouldn't let me take up camp anyways, but buying stuff does help. But I will kind of shut my mouth here for a second and tell us like who you are, what businesses, and all of the things in this ginormous store that looks always so small from the front.
Yes, I am Stacy Shaw. I actually have worked here for 22 years. We have American Male, Bella Gia, and the Prom Shop. I actually started in 2003, I think it was, in the Prom Shop. Not what I was looking for at all. My mother-in-law actually worked here. Somebody just said, hey, do you want to pick up a couple extra hours in the Prom shop? And I was like, yeah, they had just launched. And I was like, yeah, that's fine. And obviously I was really excited about helping girls find their dresses. So kind of started. And then that in the summers obviously was pretty weak because there was nobody to buy dresses then. So then a couple years later we opened Bella Gia, which was a young contemporary boutique. Edition Sportswear was still here. After that, Bella Gia became bigger and bigger, and then Editions went away. Bella Gia took over everything. Men's went away, and then we just recently brought that back.
So, so you kind of like evolved with what the community wants.
Yes.
Or what the community needs. And the reason, well, besides the fact that I love Bella Gia, I don't... The gray hair may give it away. I don't really, not really in the market for a prom dress, but I have been here with my nieces who lived in Indiana.
Yes.
So you guys, even though you're in Chicagoland, you guys carry a very big footprint in the prom world.
Yeah. It's
like, how did that even, like, how does that, like, Oswego's not big. How did that happen? Like, how did you get so far out?
So Prom has, when I went to Prom, obviously just a few years ago.
I mean, like real close.
Real close to a few years ago. Prom wasn't that big.
Yeah.
I mean, we
went to the mall.
We went to the mall, which was fine. When I started, it was started to becoming a actual business, and I think that was for everybody. They never had a prom market before. I went to the second year prom market, and it became bigger and bigger. Everybody started jumping on the bandwagon. Everybody started opening stores, doing pop-ups and everything. But like I said, when I went, this wasn't really a prom. It was a prom, but it really wasn't prom. So now there's like hundreds of prom vendors when we go to the Atlanta market. And I think then, you know, social media became a thing, and everybody just kind of did their thing. There's a huge store in Chicago that sells prom dresses. So people were going there, people were coming here. We're about an hour from them. But everybody kept opening up, and it was like, oh my gosh, this is crazy. So we get about an hour to 2 hour radius just because we're a bigger store. I mean, there's other smaller boutiques, but I think people want selection. And then they've always heard it used to be Jacqueline dresses back in the day. So people still to this day come in and say, hey, I'm looking for Mother of the Bride, or I used to shop at the Jacqueline shop. And it's like, 40 years ago. 40 years ago.
Few things have changed.
Yeah.
Few things have changed.
So
how do you guys like, I don't have children, I have nieces. How do you, I don't know. It does not, selling prom dresses does not sound like something I should ever be doing, because I'm like, just pick that one. Like, how do you tailor to a teenager who already is, I'm referring to my nieces a lot. Right? How do you do that and keep the child or the teenager within the budget the parents have, and a dress that fits them so they look beautiful and still have all their bits covered? Like, how do you work that between child and parent, and then making sure that it hits the budget and it looks...
A lot of times the girls know, especially with like nowadays, they come in, they're showing us their phone, and they're like, hey, I like this dress. So they normally get to pick like 3 to 5 dresses to start. And that's pretty common all over stores, where they get to pick 3 to 5 dresses, and that's normally what they end up with, which is very interesting because it didn't used to be that.
Yeah.
They used to come in saying, I want an orange ball gown, leave with a hot pink slim, fully beaded, and it's like, what just happened? So social media, I mean, I think that these girls, especially, and I will tell you, January and February is a different market than March and April.
Yeah.
January and February, those girls are all coming in looking for Sherry Hill dresses, and they want the best of the best. You know, what the top styles are, the top fashion. March and April is a little bit more, less like, hey, like you. Hey, I'm just going to get a dress. I'm going to prom, I need a dress. I don't need anything Sherry Hill, I just need a prom dress.
Like, that one looks good.
Yeah, that one looks good, I'll take it. And it's like, okay, fine. So we sell like Faviana then, we sell a little bit more of the simpler brands then, or just, you know, it doesn't have to be a Sherry Hill. I keep throwing that out there because that's like the top selling brand. So
yeah, I was like, Sherry Hill must be pretty cool. I don't know.
Most expensive brand.
I don't know.
Like, this is crazy.
Yeah, I think like my homecoming and prom dresses were like $50. I think I went to like Carson's over on Lake Street or something like that. It was, I don't even know if my mom went.
I think I did that too.
Over in that area.
It's definitely, but I guess if you looked at weddings now, I mean, weddings are, it's not just a wedding anymore. It's like a production.
Yeah.
The bachelorette party, the bachelor party. It's like, you got to have a theme. You got to have a hashtag. I mean, so I think.
This old lady thinks that's a lot of work.
That is a lot of work. But I think prom now is kind of taking over where it's like, it's not just a prom, you know, it's a big thing. And I think social media obviously had a lot to do with that. But
so the reason I like Bella Gia, other than like the clothing and it's the customer service. And so I wanted to kind of like touch on that a little bit because I'm not, you know, like I like to shop, but only in small bits. After I'm over, like I'm like, that looks good, and I gotta go home. And so you guys always did a really good job of helping someone like me who's impatient. It's like, you know me, like impatient, help me, guide me to what I need. And one, that helped me as a consumer, but two, it probably got you more money because I'm like, this is too much, right? And you're able to kind of funnel that down. The other thing that I really liked is that you guys, and hopefully I'm not getting this wrong, you always kept my sizes on file, what I bought on file, what colors I liked, and all of my things. So like the best part of Bella Gia for me was that you guys host men's events or spouses events, right? And so Randy would come down and you'd sit him in a chair and give him a beer and be like, she would like this and that and this. And I think all of the things he ever bought me, I returned one shirt because I didn't like bell sleeves. Otherwise, everything he ever came home with, and you know, I knew, I knew Stacy picked that out.
But sure I did.
Okay. I know you're just playing that. So I know my husband. He did not pick out anything he came home with, right? But it's that that intentionality we were just talking about, how you guys have found a way to get the customer, like everyone wants to be sold, right? But in the way they want to be sold. And you have been able to kind of figure out how to do that. Is that something that just started with the original owner, or is that something that you guys you're a very intentional person that you just figured out and it just stuck? Like, how do you do that?
So I originally started in sales, but I would never say I was in sales. And actually somebody just brought it up the other day. They're like, oh, so you're in sales? It's like, no, I'm not. I just help people with clothes. Like, I don't think I'm in sales, even though in reality I really am in sales. I think it started obviously in the prom shop, where you really just wanted to help girls find a dress that they felt comfortable in, that they liked. And, you know, we would always tease like, hey, it might be $600, but the day of the dance, when your daughter's over there, like glowing, you won't remember that. You know what I mean? It's really just making her happy in the moment. Those customers were our first Bella Gia customers. So like, I didn't meet you that way, but
what do you mean? I just went to prom last year.
Yeah, exactly. But so like, those were our Bella Gia customers, and there's one, like actually this whole group of family that I remember, they all went to Oswego. I all helped their daughters, then I helped their moms, and that's really how we started Bella Gia. And it was, oh, you're doing first day of school pics. Now this is when social media just first started, you know, just a couple years ago. But it was like, oh, hey, here's a couple ideas that we have. Again, going back to like buying, we were buying for making sure that we had, and actually we're all ages. And we hang by color. So really, you could buy anything over there. It's just...
I never noticed that.
Yeah.
Like, I guess I never noticed that. And that's so helpful, right?
Like, we have 15-year-old girls, and I have like an 88-year-old grandma who comes in. And obviously, if she wants to wear a crop top, fine, wear a crop top. But I mean, really, you know, you're going to kind of just pick what that is. And then I think for me, it's just, obviously, if you go out and you are buying something from Bella Gia and you get a compliment on it, that just makes me feel better. And then you're going to come back. You know what I mean? It is sales, but it's not
It's
sales.
not. So I feel the same. I'm in franchise sales.
Yeah.
Like I am in franchise sales. I do new sales, resales, acquisitions, and conversions. Like I sell all the time. But I don't feel like I'm a salesperson. And I tell my candidates that I don't want to be the salesperson that drives you nuts or you cannot find.
Yes.
And so I rely heavily on my candidates. Every call I end with, like, I'm ready to schedule, like, the regular sales things you're trained to do. But I tell them, like, I work at your speed. Like, I drive the bus. Like, I know where we're going in my discovery process. But if you're busy or you can't take a call or you decide that Scoop Soldiers is not the right brand for you, just tell me.
Yeah.
Right? And if I feel like you're not the right fit for us, so I feel like I'm not trying to check a box or put another pin on the map. And and Bella Gia is like the same thing, is that you want to make the sale, but if the sale is, you'd rather sell the right person the right thing than not.
Yes.
Right?
And I always am like, hey, I will tell you if it doesn't look good on you.
I know you do.
I mean,
you say it nicely.
I mean, but it's like, hey, if it
Why
doesn't,
don't we try a bigger size?
yeah, if it doesn't look good, it doesn't look good.
Right,
I mean, I don't
right,
want
right.
somebody out there being like, ooh, why'd she buy that?
Right.
I mean, that all then goes back on our business,
Yeah.
right? Hey, and me as a person. I mean, you're not. It's that whole trust thing. I guess. I don't know. And then just knowing, like you said, Randy, who, you know, there was one shirt. So probably when you brought that shirt back, and I'm not mad that you bring something back, but I probably was like, wait a minute, why are you returning that?
Yeah.
Only because I want to know, why are you
next time.
returning
Yeah.
it? Because next time, like I had a customer over Christmas, and it's like, hey, what happened here? Like, I don't understand what went wrong. I think these pieces are perfect for you. I don't just like, oh, here, just this,
Like,
and this.
she
I
likes
mean,
blue,
I
take
actually
blue.
like put a lot of thought process into it. And it was like, she doesn't like wool. It's like, oh, okay, noted.
Yeah.
It's like,
and
she
you just
doesn't
didn't
like
note
wool.
it. It's in the file.
Yes,
It's
yes.
in the system. So if you're not
Yeah.
here and Peyton or someone else is here,
Yes.
they pull up the file and
Yes.
they know.
It's like,
the reason
hey,
for the bell
no
sleeves.
wool, no wool.
I type a lot.
Yes.
And bell sleeves would bother me.
Okay.
Otherwise, everything else was.
That might not all be in the system,
That
but
might
bell
not have been.
sleeves should be
Bell
in
sleeves.
there.
So I'll
Yeah.
tell you, we were going through like mom and dad stuff, mom stuff, right? And so the girls, my nieces are almost 13, and we're going through things, and like I'm like, you know, this shirt's cute, and they're like, is that from Bella Gia? And so the stuff that came out of mom's closet that was from Bella Gia, we weren't fighting over, but they're like, that's a Bella Gia shirt.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
I was like, so there's a Bella Gia shirt that I took from mom's last weekend that's in my suitcase.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, that's a cute shirt. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know. She also is probably one of your best customers because dementia's fun. And so she would come in and buy all kinds of stuff, and then we'd find a bag. I'm like, were you at Bella Gia? She's like, oh no.
No,
I'm like,
no,
well.
I wasn't. No, I
I'm like,
wasn't.
well, I'm pretty
Yeah.
sure these bags say yes.
Yeah.
But you guys are just always able to like fit them. And I think that like whether it was a 75-year-old, 72-year-old coming in with dementia or the twins,
Yes.
you know, you guys always have been very patient when the girls want to touch every single thing in your store
Yeah.
and try everything on and then want to buy everything and then decide that they don't want any of it.
Yeah.
You know, like it's just that was how I was referring to the question with the prom shop.
Yeah.
Because I can't imagine I can't even get the girls through here or Target
Yeah,
without
yeah.
everything being, I think that's just the age, right? Like
Yeah.
I think they're just a little bit crazy. So what kind of marketing do you guys do other than customer service? I know you guys do a lot of social.
We do a
you do a
lot
lot
of
of
social.
sponsoring stuff and a lot of the downtown community. Like what's your I don't say like your biggest thing because it's never one thing, but
Yeah.
how do you market?
So I think there is not one big thing. It's like literally having eggs in 17,000 baskets.
Yeah.
And constantly, but I'm going to say, I think obviously word of mouth, like,
You're a pillar in the community.
yeah, I mean, word of mouth. Like if I come in and I find an outfit and I'm out and then somebody's like, oh my gosh, that's a cute outfit. Oh, I got it at Bella Gia. And it's like, oh, you got it at Bella Gia. Okay. You know what I mean? And I would hope that they would say positive things about us. Oh, they had a great selection. Oh, I had great customer service. They helped me. You know, that is, I think, the best word of mouth. You can get mail all day long. We do mailers, but I mean, mailers are mailers. I think people love like just customer service. Like, I mean, I know you, I've known you, I haven't seen you in a while, but I mean, I still know you. And it's just like, hey, you walk in like, cheers, like, cheers, you know, it's like, oh, it's Kandra. It's like, okay, you know what I mean? And I think we get a lot of that. yesterday when I was here, there was a girl from North Carolina. She doesn't live here anymore, but it's like, oh, okay, she's back for something. She has to come to Bella Gia. You know what I mean?
And I feel like you and I are, like we're not like BFFs, but we're friends. But I feel like it's not just me.
Yes.
Right. It's not. I mean, I have a bubbly personality.
Yeah.
But it's not just me. It's like you guys are able to sell to the people that come in, you sell to them in the way they want to be sold.
Yes.
So if there's someone that wants to try on 85,000 shirts, you're in. If there's someone like me who, I'm like, just
I'll
put
pull
these
for Kandra. I'll pull the correct things. She's got about 8 to 10 limit.
And then sometimes like, I don't want to try any of this on. Can you just charge me for this? And then I'll go home and I'll just bring what I don't want back.
Yes.
Which normally she will kind of fight me on. Because and also I don't fight too hard back because I want your eye on it. But and that would actually even goes to more of your customer service because damn well if I left with 10 things, I'm not bringing any of that back because I'm too lazy. Right. So you would probably make more money letting me just pick the stuff and go home.
I don't really
but it's
want
not the way that's supposed to work. Right.
I don't really want. I mean, that doesn't do anything for me. That stuff's sitting in your closet. I'm even like, hey, listen, if you're not sure, it's like I can sell this to somebody else who's going to actually wear it. Right. Versus like it's like that doesn't do anything for either one of us.
So how do you carry out like the customer service aspect to your entire staff? Right, because like we were talking before we jumped on here that you and I network and it just happens. It's inside of us. Not everyone has that built-in customer service radar, and I assume you hire for that. But what are your non-negotiables with your staff, or how do you train them to carry on like your vision and your mission as you?
I think it's just a lot of training. I mean, I think we have a phenomenal team right now of just people who do care. I think everyone's pretty passionate. People know like who we are. I'm not going to say most of our customers or our employees were customers, but everybody kind of knows Bella Gia. I mean, we've been around for a while. But customer service is definitely, I think, in the interview process, one of the top things where it's like, hey, we're really into customers. And I think it's not like, oh, you're going to work on a machine and nobody needs to talk to you.
Right.
This is it. I mean, and it's hard to kind of train, but I think that everybody just kind of gets it. And everybody loves being here. It's funny.
It is fun,
Mike and Gabby, when they bought it, they were like, I don't get it. Why do people like it so much? It's like,
I don't know.
They just
awesome.
love it.
They do,
it's just a fun environment to be here. Now we have the men's, so we actually have done a lot of events that are men's and women's, and people just want to come hang out. And then buy clothes and drink. But they just really want to come hang out. And
you can get coffee from the grind on a Saturday morning, or booze at Bella Gia in the evening, or whatever you want.
Exactly. It's just like a happy place to be.
And you know what I think it is too? It is a happy, it's brightly lit, all the colors, all that stuff too, but it also is not pushy. Right? So if there's been like when I used to run from the Village Grind, I'm like, I can't try anything on, I smell. But like it was never, nothing was ever pushy. Right? And there'd be sometimes you're like, I'll just put it behind the counter, come back later, like that kind of thing. But I think I'm just always, out of all of the people that I know and podcasts and all this stuff, you guys just, if I think customer service, I think Bella Gia. Right? And it's who you are and how it's intentional. And I think the events help with all of that. And you guys do a lot of events. So how do you come up with, like, what events? Let's start with this. Tell me some of the events that you guys do, because you do everything from little things to like Valentine's Day, or like when the men come and just sit in the chair and you present them clothing. Like, what's your calendar look like for all of that?
Well, now that we added men's, it's a lot.
It's a lot.
But it's okay. I mean, events are good. I think back in the day, years ago, they were like, don't overdo events. And now I think every event appeals to somebody different.
Right.
Like we were just talking about Chris Baker, Lisa, his wife, we do a piercing event. We were talking to a sales rep and she was like, hey, so these piercing events are kind of a big thing. This was probably 2 years ago. And it's like, oh my gosh, I know Lisa. Let's do that. We have Lisa once every couple months. She sets up a piercing event here. It has nothing to do with us whatsoever. It books out every time. Like fully booked. She's back to back to back, and all they're doing is coming in and getting ear piercings. And it's like, I don't understand what's going on. It's so bizarre. And she's like, why don't they just call my store? And it's like, I think people just want to be here.
It's a thing.
It's like I don't know why they do. So we do little events from that, which literally helps us. It doesn't help us. You know what I mean? It's like, that doesn't do anything for us. She comes and she sets up to the Valentine's Day party. We just had, this is like the 4th year we've done like a Valentine's Day party. we've had this last couple of years, we've done like a permanent jewelry and a massage lady. We have snacks and drinks and all the fun things. And everybody, now we've had like repeat customers and people talk about it. They're so excited to come, and it's like, wait, you are? We talked about events earlier where it's like, I don't know, sometimes you think it's a great event and then you get nobody. And then sometimes you have an event and it's
happening?
like, and now people are like, oh, I can't wait to come to the Valentine's Day party. It's like, it's just shopping. Like it's just shopping, but it's just fun. And then you see other customers, and I don't know, it's just
and like
fun.
that energy and that funness kind of just creates, I don't know, the scarcity is not the right word, but creates this momentum. Like, so and if you don't want to answer, you don't have to, like, on those events, are your sales higher, or is that more of a brand awareness? So with my franchise owners, I talk different about, we do events where the goal of the event is brand awareness always, but to bring brand awareness to scoop holders, but also close sales. Right? But we do other events that are just brand awareness. Right? Like I was just over at the Village Grind, and I was handing out free coffee in exchange for people showing me pictures of their dogs. That is brand awareness. Probably get a couple sales out of it. So the events that you do here, are they more brand awareness? Or are they actually generating, or maybe both?
Both, but I would for sure say more generating sales because we're here at our store. Only because we're here, people can buy stuff. We've done events at the high school before. We don't have product there, so therefore we're not gonna, those are more brand awareness. You know, we always are giving out gift cards to different school events, different organizations, stuff like that. Obviously that's brand awareness. So I think when the events are here at our store, obviously the goal is to have sales. We actually have teamed up with Nash Vegas. We've gone over there for
wait, is that new?
Nash Vegas, it's a bar right across the street.
Oh, I think Andy was telling me about that.
Yes.
Okay.
So like we've done Bella G on the road there. We literally wheel racks of clothes over. It's so odd. It's fun. Racks of clothes over there.
I come from the history of going through Sam's or Costco with a flatbed full of garbage bags. So rolling a couple racks later. You think that looks weird? Try walking through Costco with a flatbed full of like all kinds of trash bags. You get looks. You get looks.
So we go over there. We do like a drink. So that's fun. And then we get a different customer base there, obviously too. That's just more fun for us. We've done a VIP event over there. I mean, we just like to do fun things because I don't know, we really enjoy our customers. They're like you said, they're like our friends. You know, and knowing them, and I think that all builds all of it. I mean, it's just building relationships. So
talk to me about like the relation. So in Oswego, and you can just go to, Oswego, just look it up on a map. You can see our downtown is not very big, but our downtown association is very big. Like the way you guys band together. I know a lot of you, like the Village Grind and the Flower Shop, and I guess Nash Vegas now, like, all of the, and Marmalade, I know Marmalade Train's gone, but like, the Scoop, all of these little places downtown, you guys band together, and a lot of you've known each other for a long time, but what's it like to work with all of these big small businesses, and how does the pull of I'll use co-op is the wrong word, but a co-op help to build everybody's businesses along the way?
Well, Angie from the chamber, she has a lot to do with it, obviously. Then they have downtown meetings. We all obviously have our own business, but then we all try and work together as well. We are always willing, and I feel like the majority of the businesses are to work with each other. Like we'll team up with Village Grind and do something. We'll team up with Megan. Like we use her flowers for our fashion show that we did in Prom. So it's like, hey, let's team up. We go to Nash Vegas. We do that. They're having an 80s party this Sunday. And they're like, hey, can you throw this out there? So we dressed up in 80s attire from Bella Gia, and then went over there and took pictures. 113 Main was doing an event for Valentine's Day, so we had some coupons we were handing out here. Like the sidewalk sale, when we do that in July, we go through and we sidewalk chalk everybody's sidewalk that's involved. So I mean, I think that we all want everybody to succeed. Obviously, we need the downtown to strive. So I think everybody does it together. Shop Small is a huge thing. We're in charge of that event where it's like, we go take pictures at all the stores and stuff like that. So I think, there's a monthly meeting, and everybody just kind of stays in the
loop. Like 1 year open for how you can help your neighbor business down here.
Yes. They also do a lot of just events through the chamber, or the downtown association, both of them, like the Bunny Hop. the cookie walk, which does
Yeah.
nothing for us. I mean, it has nothing to do with sales. It
Yeah.
is truly just, hey,
It is chaos.
we got to have 450 cookies and we got to have somebody hanging them out and marking stuff off. We just did the chocolate walk. So that was huge as well.
Yeah.
So I think, I don't know, just the community, it is small, but
Yeah.
it is like a pretty powerful little downtown.
So for us, we for consumer side, not franchise development, for consumers, well, probably for both. We do very well digital marketing. Like that's the bulk of how we generate, customers that we scoop poop for. But there is a lot of local face in the market. We want our franchise owners to be the face in the market, right? Like, and to do the Making Strides for Strays 5Ks and the Brew at the Bridge and the cookie walk and all those kinds of things. How do you think networking, like in those small communities, helps? Do you feel like if you just said, we're not doing any small downtown, we're not doing any of these little shenanigans, we're just doing digital, do you think your business would suffer from unplugging your networking and your community involvement?
Yeah, because I think our number one thing is customer service.
Okay.
So if you take it and don't say we don't want to be face to face with that.
Right.
Hey, it's 450 people in the door. We're saying hi to
brand awareness.
We're making again, are they buying anything? I don't know. The different events are different, but it's like, I think if you just search social media, that anybody's got social media. There's so many ads out there, digital awareness, all that stuff. So I think really the customers that we have built, that's what it's about, is customer service. So no, we would never not be a part of that. And I think everybody needs to be a part of that, especially because, hey, if somebody comes here and says, my daughter's getting married, where should I go for flowers? Oh, Floral Expressions.
Yeah.
Oh, hey, you don't have a candle right now that I'm looking for. Hey, head on down to Hudson. You know what I mean? I think if you're out of that community where it's like, hey, I'm not going to be a part of that anymore, I don't think you know what I mean?
Like you're missing,
all
like you're
promote
like
everybody
unplugging
downstairs.
the part of the bridge.
Yes.
Like
yes.
it's not. And I think too, like I think, in my opinion, I think people that network, not all people, but I think people often think, well, I'll network with Stacy, so I can get more business.
Yeah.
And I think people need to think of it opposite.
Yes.
Like I'm going to network with Stacy so I can get Stacy more business.
Yes.
Right? Like givers get.
Yes.
Right? So if you're trying to help someone else, I'm a big fan of good juju, right? Like you do right by others.
Yes.
And that's the way it works out. And do you sometimes do nice things for people and it doesn't pay back? Yeah.
Yeah, but I feel like it's going to eventually pay
and I'm
back.
sure that there's
Yes.
someone that's done something super nice for me and helpful for me that it slipped my brain and I don't remember. So I think it's that.
Well, and I even think it's like you don't realize it. The Christmas walk, we don't necessarily, nobody's down looking for product, right? I mean, it's
trying to wrangle their kids.
It's a lot going on at the Christmas walk, and there was people everywhere. Were sales big? No, sales weren't big. But should we be open? Yeah, we want to be a part of the community. Afterwards, it was like, gosh, we didn't have a lot of sales that night. Now, that whole month of December, it was like, hey, should we still be open? Should we not be open? You know, I mean, we were just discussing it multiple times. Oh, we were here at the Christmas walk. My daughter wanted a pair of Sorels, and it's like, oh, okay. Oh, we were here at the Christmas walk. I need a shirt for my husband, and it's like, oh, okay. It's like, hey, you
like,
get it.
It'd be the missed opportunity if you weren't open.
Yeah, I think, like I said, you got to have your eggs in every basket possible, because you never know what you're not going to miss. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
you have to do everything.
I'm big on the missed opportunity.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Like I for Scoop Soldiers, I do coaching for my franchise owners too. So we talk about, I want to do this. I'm like, that sounds like a great idea. That idea has not been tested. We don't have data behind it. Doesn't mean we can't do it.
Yeah.
But if we're going to invest X amount of dollars in something new, should we just take those dollars and put them into what we already knew worked? Already know work. So there's that balance between trying some new things, but without giving up on the things that we already know work.
Yes.
Right. So the Christmas walk every year, probably like, oh, we're not going to really make a lot of sales, but then you see the residual from it, and it eventually will circle back.
Yeah.
So I think being here is fun. I think everyone will say here's being fun. I would imagine running this is fun.
Yeah.
Most of the time.
I'd say it's. So I love my job.
Yeah.
I love coming here. So
what do you think the biggest misconception is of like a what do you say? Boutique was the wrong word. What do you? I just call it Belgia. Like what kind of, like you said, upscale boutique, or what was the?
It's just a
contemporary
boutique. Yeah.
So what do you think the biggest misconception is? Like why would someone choose to come here versus going to Kohl's or I don't. Like I'm trying to think of a good example.
Yeah, I really think they don't realize the customer service until they're here.
Okay.
Like at Kohl's, I mean, I'm not going to say we have the same clothes, but a shirt is a shirt, right?
Right.
But here, hey, we're going to tell you how to style it. we're going to then ask you where you're going. We actually genuinely want to know. Yesterday I had a lady, she was going to Nashville. It was like, hey, this is what I would do. This is cute. It's like you could throw a leather jacket with it. Oh, I have a leather jacket. Okay, great.
Perfect. We don't
need I don't need to sell you a leather
Right,
jacket. I just want to make sure that you're going to go and you're going to have a great time in Nashville. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's just that. It's literally building a customer. I mean, just building customers. Now, that customer has been a customer for a long time, and obviously she feels like we're not pushy, which I don't think we are pushy, because it's like, hey, I don't need you to buy a leather jacket.
Buy it or don't.
If you have a leather jacket, great. But if you need a leather jacket, let me know. You know, and I have a lot of people that are like, oh, hey, they'll text.
I've come in and be like, I have these pants.
Yes.
Help me.
Yeah, exactly.
You sold me these pants.
Yeah.
Put something with it.
And I even have people who will text later and be like, hey, remember that leather jacket? I need it now. And it's like, okay, great. We have it. You know,
had a white denim jacket. I don't know how many. I'm like, I forgot to pick up that jacket.
Yes.
And I actually think one of these times you just had someone drop it at my house.
Yeah,
like, get this stupid jacket out of here. But what do you think the hardest thing about running a store of this size or with this complexity with the 3 different things? What's the hardest part of your job?
They say employees, but I'm not really like involved in I don't do the hiring or anything like that. I don't think it's hard. I mean, I think there's parts of it that's hard, but I think every business is hard. The ordering, knowing, what you're ordering, I think it's a little different because I order and then I also am the salesperson. So if I ordered it and then you had to sell it, maybe you don't like that. That would be harder. And then I don't know why you didn't sell it. You know what I mean? But I think that helps.
So similar to like us, so for franchise sales specifically, I have a very heavy hand in our media because I've been doing this. Well, I've been in the industry for 26 years. This is my 12th year in franchise sales. So I know, like when I talk to people, I know what their questions are. I know what their concerns are. And so I can hear it. And I assume the same thing, like you've sold enough pair of pants to the 5'2" chunky chick that like I have a large gaggle of 40, 50-year-old chunky chicks. Like those pants are not going to be a good fit for a majority of and I shouldn't be saying it's just me. She buys pants for me. But like, I can see that that makes sense that you would do both. Because my brain says that I help out because I know what we're looking for. Can someone else do the media and have that creative eye and get us, a good amount of the way there? Yeah. But it's one of those things that it just comes to me because I know it. Yeah. And so it's similar to set up to you.
It's kind of the full circle where it's just a full circle, or like when you're here and you're like, hey, I don't like bell sleeves. Okay, I take that in consideration. It's like, okay, how many of my other customers don't like bell? Unless that's the trend then and there. Hey, that's probably a good point. Maybe we don't need bell sleeves, So I don't know. It's really just talking to customers. I mean, I don't know. It's fun.
I really think there's a lot about customer expectation.
Yeah.
Right. So, like for us, when we a good example for us is like tall grass. Yeah. Right, where we're coming into spring here, and so for right now it's not a problem. But we try to do a very good job of letting our customers know, hey, spring is here, grass is going to grow. It makes it easier for us to scoop the dog poop, but we can see the dog poop. Yeah. And then we're proactive, right? So when we get there, the grass is long. There's a message or a call or whatever goes out to the customer, like we were here today. We think we did a pretty good job, but your grass is a little long. Yeah. It's setting that expectation because your client doesn't know. Yeah. So if you set the expectation, your customer service is going to be better because you're not on the defense. Yes. It's very hard to be like, well, cut your dang grass. Yeah. Like, what do you want me to do? Yeah. Right? So
we do that too differently. So we have like right now, what are people doing? Going on vacation. Obviously it's snowing outside. So I have all kinds of customers who are like, hey, I've got 20 minutes. Right. Will you pull some things? And it's like, yeah, absolutely. I mean, if you come in right now fresh and you're like, hey, I'm going to Aruba, can you pull some stuff? Well, that's going to take me time, not a lot of time, but then you also have to try it on. Hey, give us a heads up. You're going to Aruba. You need a fitting room full. I already know your size. I already know your style. You come in now you have 20 minutes to just try on and you're a lot better. I get it. Everybody's busy.
Yeah, it's
so
easier.
I mean, it's the same. Yeah, we do very similar.
So from a business standpoint, for a small business person, whether they're in a boutique or not, if there was one thing that you could say, don't ever do this or always do this, is there some advice that you would give a business owner that's either new or already started? No? It's so, I mean, there's so many different little
Yeah.
things too. So some things that may not work for you may work for somebody
Yeah.
else.
I mean, like we've had events that didn't work, then we've had events that worked. We thought they were very good events and they're not. I don't know. That's
Yeah.
a tough one.
It's a hard. So you guys track your events and like your ROI on things, and are you just like in
Yeah,
your
we have
gut?
a pretty good system
Yeah.
of tracking everything, so we're able to do that at any time. But you know, it's hard. Like one time it might be successful, the next time it might not be successful, and it's
Yeah.
like, okay, was it the time of the year? Was it, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I used to work for a restaurant that they tracked so many things. It was like, what are we doing
tracking
here?
here.
You know, I
Yeah.
mean, you guys are
Mhm.
tracking so much. They tracked what movie came out, what the weather
Yeah.
was, you know, what the
Yeah.
is it a president? I mean, it was like
You're
out
like,
of
I don't know. You're
this-
gonna find a reason to not do that event again. That
yeah,
way.
it's like, okay, you just got to roll with the punches, you know,
Mm-hmm.
and what change constantly. I mean, if it's not working, change it or
Yeah.
keep doing other stuff. I mean, back in the day, even social media, like one week it was don't do hashtags, the next week it was do hashtags. Don't tag people, tag people. It was like, don't do a description, do a description. It was like, oh my God, I don't know what to do. You know, I mean, it's constantly changing. So
It is. It's crazy. We have a vendor, White Picket Team does that for us, but very similar. And we talked about earlier how I'm of an age now where I don't care how the sausage was made.
Yeah.
I just want the sausage.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
So like
Yeah.
I'm in like in my franchise. I have some franchise owners that are. It's usually the digital because we do such a heavy digital
Yes,
footprint.
yeah.
But they have very specific questions, and my answer always is, did we schedule time with Jeremy?
yeah,
Because
yeah, we need
I
him.
barely know how this works.
Yeah.
And so like it's good to have an expert. And
Yeah.
Jeremy with White Picket has said a million times, if you have a digital person telling you 100% this is how you need to do it, probably should look for another vendor because it's not always 100%,
Yeah, it's
right? Like
constantly
it
changing.
shifts.
And we even have like different people for our social medias. A guy's social media is going to be completely different than Bella Gia, which is a completely different thing than the Prom Shop. So I
Yeah.
mean, it's not like, oh, your social
Right.
media, you're good.
It's yeah.
completely different.
It's
We've
crazy.
trained our customers on Bella Gia that we post something. I'm sure you've done this. Hey, I like that. Can you set that aside? I'll be in tomorrow.
Yeah.
Perfect. That is not how men's shop at all.
Yeah.
So I mean, it's like, wait a minute, what's going? You know what I mean?
Yeah,
You got to
it's
kind
just
of figure
different.
out what it is and
Yeah.
kind of work with
What's
it that
the
way.
difference between a female buyer and a male buyer? Like someone like a guy. I saw a couple guys walking through. A guy coming in to buy shirts or a girl.
Yeah. So
Can you say that nicely?
Yeah, a guy. We do it. There is the rule to the exception, but most guys shop when they have something that they need it for, or like they're not going to shop today. But if as soon as it gets hot, when summer hits, they need it now.
Yeah.
And then they'll come in. Most guys will just buy everything at once. They don't like shopping. So like, hey, I'm going to come in, buy 5 shirts, 5 pairs of
And I'll
shorts,
see you
and I'm
next
done. And I'll
Thanksgiving.
see you in the
Yeah.
fall. Yeah. Girls, we have, and I think this is really where customer service comes into play. Every month, if not monthly, they're here every 2 weeks. I mean, we have the Bella Buck program that's still going on, so that's a pretty good program where they have to come every month and spend their Bella Bucks. But they're
That's a trick.
yeah, that is a trick, but people like it.
Yeah,
but it's
yeah.
monthly. I mean, so if you lived here, I would see you monthly.
Yeah.
And then it's like, oh, hey, how's your family? Oh, hey, how's, you know what I mean? And
Yeah.
it's like you're every month. I mean, that's a lot. That's a lot
Yeah.
every month.
Yeah.
So
You guys, I mean, like you guys are open, a good amount, and I kind of like always kind of wrap towards like motivation, because it's a grind. Like, and like doing like, and I know that you have help, and there's owners and all that stuff, but like buying and staffing and staging and moving and
Yeah.
cleaning up and opening doors and cleaning windows and like there's all kinds of things. Like, how do you
Yeah, a lot of
like
moving
how do
parts.
you keep? Well, what would your motivation be for someone that's in a similar or different business that's just like the grind, man? Like, what's your motivation to continually coming in and smile even when you're having a crappy day and you're like, great customer? Like, what's your motivation for that?
I actually think it's the customers. I mean, because if you come in and you're looking for something and I can find that for you, like then that makes me feel good too, where it's like, oh, okay, she has a hard time with a short pant, but I found her something. So now I know that like she's good.
Yeah.
The lady who was going to Nashville, she now has her outfit.
Yeah.
So it's like, okay.
So
we're
like
good.
almost like your motivation is reverse.
Yeah,
Right.
kind
So
of.
like I was asking you to give like what's your motivation for someone else, and you're saying that the motivation comes into
customers
the store.
yeah.
So so I guess
Yeah.
maybe that's
like, hey, I'm looking for a gift. It's like, okay, I have to, like,
Right.
that's my, not
gets
my
you out of your
job,
funk.
but it's like, hey,
Yeah.
I've got to find something for,
Yeah.
you know what I mean?
Yeah,
I
yeah.
think because I've been there and it's like, hey, if I can, there's stuff I'm not good at. If I could just find a car dealership that was like, hey, listen, this is what I want. I want a car. I need an oil change that's not what I'm good at. I'm good at this. So like if I could find somebody that the trust was there and they're not gonna say, oh, now you need, it's like, no, just tell me what I need and I just want you to just do it. You know what I mean?
Like I just want the sausage.
Yeah, I just want the sausage. Yes.
We're gonna end on that.
Yeah, I like it. I like it.
And I'm actually kind of hungry too, but but no, I do like 100%, and you should always come to Bella Gia in the Prom shop and American Mail. To stop by and buy stuff, but I shouldn't maybe offer this up, but I mean, if you see something online, you could just call Stacy and she'll mail it to you.
Yeah, we have it online now for Bella Gia and American Mail, which is new.
Yeah.
I don't even know that you know that.
No, I was like, that's going to be a problem back at the house.
That's not good.
Because I'd be like, can you pull this? And she's like, are you in town? And I'm like, I'm not. And she's like, I'll just mail it. And I'm like, all right, I'll just call the store and give them my credit card.
Yes,
I don't even know.
We do that too, but our online, as of this last year, we really have been working hard for that. So that's kind of exciting too for both departments.
Well, it's very exciting for me.
Very exciting.
I will
for
let
Kandra.
the UPS and FedEx guy know there may or may not be a few more packages coming. Yeah. And here's the deal: like Stacy knows me well enough that she'll know what size I need and she'll just send it to me. She's like, she's a short, chunky chick. She'll need that size.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, you're so funny.
She rocks a good 10. Size 10, size 8.
Yeah, I do have a customer who places an order online and then will text me and be like, hey, are all these good? Obviously, they're contemporary sizes. So like, no, that ran too big. No, that ran too small. And it's like, wait, no, you got to do this. I mean, and really, who wants to ship back?
No.
Kandra's not going to do it. So it's like, okay, we got to make sure that it's not sitting in her closet with tags on it.
Women's clothes is crazy. I'm anywhere between like a 6 and a 10.
Yes.
But that's a big range,
big
right? And when you're 8 hours away, it's kind of, I guess I just appreciate all the help. I'm not stylish, and it's not my jam.
Yeah.
Right? Dog crap's my jam.
Yeah. I'll try and push her out of her box just a little bit, but keep her pretty close to her box.
Still, I need a sweater.
Yeah.
I need a sweater just to make me feel better.
Yeah, cardigan.
Yeah, if you're in the Oswegoland area, for sure stop by and check out Bella Gia. Check out their online store and that kind of good stuff. If you are running a business, Stacy and I would for sure recommend be part of your community.
Yeah,
network reverse, right? Network on how you think you could help somebody else, because that will 99.9% of the time pay itself back in a different way. And of course, we'll link all your stuff below so people want to kind of check out. And as I always say in all these podcasts, there are people like Stacy and I that are just good networking people. So if you have a question, whether you're in Oswego or not, boutique or not, hit her up. I know she'll take the call. She'll answer the question. That's all. Like, we all win when we all win.
All we like doing is talking to people.
We do. I mean, we could be here.
Good on a podcast.
And people on the other side of the camera don't realize Jeremy's already given me the wrap it up sign like 3 times. And I'm like, but shush, Jeremy. I still want to talk about
We're
pants.
going to keep going.
We're going to keep going. So if you have interest in clothes or boutiques, always reach out to Stacy. If you have interest in dog crap, you can reach out to me, and I will help you with that. No, don't confuse us. She's not going to be.
I have dogs, but not good at that.
Yeah, we'll take care. We'll take care of the back end of your dog, and then Stacy can take care of the. That's probably. I'm not going to say that because that's going to sound inappropriate. but we definitely would recommend them. We'll post all the stuff below. If there's interested in Scoop Soldiers franchise, you can always reach out. We're scoopsoldiersfranchise.com. And then, like I said, we'll list all Stacy's stuff below. You can swing by Bella Gia or swing by online and maybe make a purchase. But yeah, hopefully you keep following our content and you find these little gold nuggets. We're always looking for our next Pet Waste Millionaire. We would love to talk dog poop to whoever wants to talk dog poop with us.